I'm Jason Harrelson, and today I want to show you the future of design and manufacturing. In fact, I actually want you to hold the future of design and manufacturing. What I'm holding here represents hundreds of billions of dollars of research and development, not by me, but by several different industries that have been working on some new approaches to designing and manufacturing. I just happen to be lucky enough to hold this in my hands. It is something I designed. It's a spinning top. Actually, no, it's not a spinning top. Well, it is a spinning top. But what this really is a way for you to hold the future of design and manufacturing, which is going to really alter our entire world over the next 10, 20, or 50 years. So let's back up. I want to give you an idea of who I am really. 30 years ago, I started building trumpets. I did it essentially because I wanted a better playing trumpet. I went into the physics lab at my college. I studied with an acoustician from Yamaha, and studying the basics, I discovered that there were some physics principles that had never been applied to brass instruments. So of course I did some experiments. That led to building trumpets for the last 3 decades, and the reason that I've been doing that is simply because they play so much easier, and the reason they do is because these physics principles work. Now, these physics principles are used in really almost everything that's manufactured and designed that has either moving components or the idea of efficiency in terms of energy in, energy out. And it's all based on inertia and Newton's principles of motion. So without getting into the physics and boring you to death, I want to show you this and explain how and why it's so different than any other product you've probably ever seen. This spinning top was laser sintered out of stainless steel, combined with CNC machined components. So the center hub and the outer ring are CNC machined brass, and they were combined to make something that could never be made before. So why does this matter? It's just a spinning top, right? Well, believe me when I say that watching this video could be that moment where you start to pivot from your former reality to starting to see the future. And what I mean by that is this video may be the baseline for you to see what is going to be changing in the future. This spinning top was designed with topology software that did not exist before a few years ago in its present state. And essentially, before that, people could design things like this, but it would be extremely difficult. It would take a lot more time and effort. And also, up until about 10 years ago, it really wasn't possible to print things at this resolution out of stainless steel. Now, I say print, but really what I mean is laser sintering technology or binder jet technology, which are essentially wrapped up in the 3D printing world, but they really are the foundation of it, especially the laser sintering side of things. You can now make something like this complexity out of many different materials, including stainless steel, titanium, copper, aluminum, nylon, and many other materials. Like I said, the other components are CNC machined. So we're taking topology optimization software and we're creating something that's going to be both sintered or binder jetted and combining it with CNC machinery and machining those components and fitting them together. And we can also take that another step and combine it with some components that are handmade, or even components that are plastic injection molded, or using other processes. And you're going to see this happen with all the products around you. I'm filming this on a camera that will eventually be redesigned with this software. The tripod will be redesigned. The car that I drove here in, probably most of the components will be redesigned with this kind of software and these techniques. In fact, your cell phone, almost everything in your life will probably change because of these processes. And this is your opportunity to see it and hold it in person. So this is the Momentum LS spinning top, which really, in my mind, is not so much a spinning top, but rather a window into the future of what we're going to see for product and product manufacturing and design. Now, if you're a designer, a manufacturer, or just an enthusiast of any kind, you really should check this out because this could help you. It could help you in terms of your goals for manufacturing or product design. It also would apply to artists. And being somewhat of an artist myself, having a trumpet company, but also making many other things with my hands. I do a lot of work with my hands, but I also just do a lot of artistic features in my horns. The artistry of this top, I call this one Cathedral, it's very unusual because the artistry actually was different than using a paintbrush or sculpting with my hands or something I'd normally do with a pencil sketch. Instead, I got to know the software so intimately that I could then create the illusion of a cathedral, like a Gothic cathedral, in a spinning top. And there's artistry there. This is the first of 7 Momentum LS spinning tops that I'll introduce. So this is the first one we're going to have. Watch for the others. We're also going to be introducing many other products. So you really will see the design and manufacturing of many different products start to take shape in the next few months here at Harrelson.